Hello, how you doing? Mike Bradley. I hope you're doing well as always. So let's talk about some great chords and ways to spice up your chord progression. Now, what led me onto this was less than 24 hours ago, last night. So, you know, last night I'm flicking through Instagram, as you do in this crazy time we're in at the moment in 2020. And I saw my mate Chris Buck posted this, you know, cool clip of him playing. In his description of the video, he said about this guy, Tom Bukovac. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And I was like, who the hell is this Tom Bukovac? So I kind of went on Instagram and saw he didn't have any posts or anything like that. So then went on YouTube, and it took me on a journey of about 3 hours of watching a load of videos of Tom. And then I saw that my buddy Michael Palmisano from Guitar Gate, please check out Guitar Gate, he's doing amazing at the moment. He did a video last night as well, talking about Tom Bukovac. And I was like, hang on a minute, what is, why is everyone talking about this guy? Well, I understood now why everyone's talking about this guy, because he's absolutely amazing. And talking about amazing chords and stuff like that. And it's something I'm quite passionate about as well. And what Michael was actually talking about in his video, Tom and his wife did a cover of a Genesis song called Ripples, which is amazing. And it's got these incredible chords in it and whatnot. And if you check out the original Genesis version, it's pretty much exactly the same, these ridiculous chords. Well, it's all kind of E, A and B kind of thing going on. But they're doing a lot of inversions and different, you know, doing an A chord and doing a B chord with an A in the bass and things like that, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And this is stuff I have loved for years. And it took me back to remembering when I first kind of got into this, where, you know, say for example, you know, we've got an A chord. And if I just shift, you know, there's a good old fashioned, or we can do it like that, you know, the cowboy way, whatever. But if I take that A, still playing the root note, you've got this lovely floaty sound, you know. So this, if I did this, this would be your B chord. And all we're doing, there's your B triad, and we're taking this off. And we're getting this lovely kind of floaty sound going on here, and written that would be B over A, because you've got a B chord with an A in the bass. Now I came across this first when I remember when Michael Jackson passed away, and that album This Is It came out. So what's this, 2009. At the end of that album there's an acoustic version of She's Out of My Life, which is amazing. It's just Michael and an acoustic guitar player. I think Larry Carlton, because Larry Carlton played the guitar on the original. Don't know, but I'm going to take a shot in the dark. It's Larry. And I expect the song was written on a piano, and the guitar player, let's say Larry, is doing, you know, the piano chord, because all this is piano chords. Because a lot of time with a piano, you're playing a chord with your right hand and then a different bass note with your left. So for example, you might do, you know, a G and then go to a D chord. Now that's what we would do as guitar players, we'd be going G. But a piano player would often go G and then do a D over F sharp. They'll put the third of D, so this top note, and pull it on the bottom. So you get these. Or no. There's a C. Then a C over B, playing a C chord but putting the B in the bass. You know, or you might play a C and do a, you know, there's your C chord and put in the third in the bass, so that'd be an E, C, E, G, the third note. But back to this A over B, which I love. And in Ripples, what this Genesis song, what Tom and his wife Sarah are doing, is doing an A major 7. And then playing a B chord here with an open E, but letting this fifth string, this A string, ring out. You could also do it here, so you could kind of get your C minor 7, you think stairway, you know, but let the A ring out And that's another version, because, you know, here, that is A major 7. So C sharp minor and A major 7 have the same notes, except you're letting, instead of C sharp being in the bass, and A's in the bass. Now in the Michael Jackson song, they got A to A over B, then they keep in this triad going and does a G sharp, put a G sharp in the bass, what makes it a G sharp minor 7, and then goes to a C sharp minor chord. So now if you've been watching my videos over the years, you would have seen me muck about with this chord progression before. Probably one of my asThe videos or something, I would have definitely have played this before. You know, I love it. How pretty is that? You know, that was not written on a guitar. I doubt it. That was probably written on a piano. So that, you know, I have my A over B, G sharp minor, C sharp minor. Then it went to a G sharp, F sharp minor chord. Then it went to this diminished chord, so you can look at it as anything, you know, D sharp diminished 7th. And the thing with diminished chords, you can take them up every 3 frets, minor 3rd. Which is very cool. So he's going up a minor 3rd, same notes, just in different orders. And then he's doing this chord, which is just a kind of a G sharp 7. Then he's going to a C sharp minor chord. A, G sharp in the bass, then F sharp in the bass. So F sharp minor 7, there's an A, again got the same notes, you know. There's an A, F sharp minor 7, and then I remember the bit when I worked this out, which took me ages. I spent so long trying to do that. So it's just an E sus, what's that, 4 to like a B7, and then to an E. So what this does, it creates movement by changing these bass notes in your chords. It creates really, really pretty movement. So like I was mentioned earlier, regarding if you've got a C chord, so the notes in a C chord are C, E and G, a root 3rd, 5th. So you can change the order. So instead of having the root, the C as the bass, we could put the 3rd as the bass. So instead of it C, you know, C, in this case C, G, C, E, instead of that in the bass, we can put this. You might recognise that from Layla, the piano bit at the end, you know. There's a little run up, which is really pretty. Put a bit of heat on just to... So there I played an F chord, and then I just put the G in the bass, and that's making F over G, an F chord over G in the bass. And if I want to be really fancy, take my first finger off. and I'm back to a C. Very, very sexy. So that was putting the third in the bass, putting an E over a C chord. And if you want to put the fifth in the bass, you know, you can, so C, E and G, so C, D, E, F, G. G is the fifth, so a lot of Johnny Cash. That kind of stuff, but it's still quite... So it adds that lovely kind of texture to it. Bit of bottom there. Or... so try it, you know, instead of playing a C chord regularly. Put that in, you know, obviously a lot of heavy stuff. They'll take a power chord and put the fifth in the bass. So It's My Life, Bon Jovi. Trying to do metal with a Telecaster. So give this a try, you know, it's just movement. So back to that A over B, in case you're thinking, why does that work, you know, so in that case, A and A over B, this is all in the key of E. So if you look at the three major chords in the key of E, you know, you've got your 1, 4, 5. So in E is E, A, and then B. So instead of always going, what we did earlier is, it creates that lovely movement, that lovely harmony, you know. Also used a lot in like modal playing as well. You know, so say for example you've got a C chord, I'm doing C like so, there's my, instead of doing that I'm just putting that C note here. And then if I do a D chord but keep C in the root, similar idea, you know. Very Lydian-esque, you know. I mean, lovely kind of movement happening with it. I think so anyway, it's quite pretty. So try this with your chords, you know, so if you're doing the 4 to the 5, you know, an A to a B, put, you know, keep that bass note from the 4 the same, so A, and then you go to a B chord, put the A in, and that could be anything. I mean, in that Ripple song there's diminished chords and things like that, that's a whole other ball of fun you can get into here. But I love these movements of, you know, things like that. know, stuff. So there, that's a C, that's a G over B, a G chord or a B in the bass, then a C, then an A with a C sharp in the bass. You know, so it's all, there's an A chord has C sharp in it, A, C sharp and E. And you got a D minor, and then put a C in the bass, G over B to a G chord, C, C with an A in the bass, that D over F sharp. All these little ideas, you know, just try it. It's alright if you make a mistake, then you know not to do that again, you know. But, you know, a lot of people, no, there's nice for movement there, that an A chord, a bit like with the C and the E and the F thing. So it's an A, then you put in the C sharp, the third in the bass, then I'm moving to a D, I could do an F sharp in the bass, and then to a G. You know, these lovely movements going on. So hopefully this has helped and given you some ideas. Check out Tom Bukovac, I'll put his link in the description box below, and check out my buddy Mike as well, Guitar Gate. I'll put his link below because they definitely inspired the videos. And I give a salute to Chris as well, because he's the one who got me on this thing in the first place when I saw his Instagram. Yeah, it just creates lovely movement. And this is, to me, when you hear a good guitar player or players, you know, and the three guys, Chris, Tom and Michael, you know, they're great. And that's what separates it, when people got this lovely harmony and texture to their playing, and also the tone as well, you know, where it's a nice, you know, woody, warm, organic guitar tone. That's what I like anyway, you know. But yeah, hopefully today's been helpful. It's a bit of a random one. Hopefully it's kind of feeling like you're in the room with me and we're just like, check this out, you know. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you're all keeping very well in this crazy time. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this in 2022, you'll know what I'm talking about, but no, history's been made right now. And please, you know, if you want to support little old me, go to my website, mikebradleymusic.com. You can get lessons which aren't on YouTube, and you can buy my music and whatnot. If you want to support me on Patreon, links will be all in the description box below. And in the description box, you can get these Hope You're Doing Well As Always t-shirts. So it'd be cool to see a load of you in it. Post on Instagram, share it with me, and it'd be lovely to see, you know. And thank you for everyone who has been buying the t-shirts. It means a lot, and it helps tick things over a little bit. Anyway, hope you're very good and well. Let me know how you get on with this. Drop this video a lovely like, and I will see you soon. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye! The devil's on my side. Talking to my